Hey guys, and welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make some Cogimyun macarons. I'm super excited for this video. I absolutely love Cogimyun. I found out about Cogimyun when I was back in Japan, living in Tokyo. I went to this store called Kittyland. Now, Kittyland is a really big store with a lot of stories high. And it has a whole bunch of like Sanrio stuff, San-X. It has a whole bunch of like character-themed goods. And there you will definitely find like a lot of the newer characters, and one of the new characters, I'm not sure if it's new, I think it might be it's fairly new, but when I was there it was already like a character that was already introduced. But the character is Cogimyun. Now I believe Cogimyun is a little piece of dough, which I think is very creative. I mean, you can make a little piece of dough super cute. Like, that is just amazing, I think. But anyways, I went there and I saw Cogimyun, and I thought the character was just so cute. But at the time I was like, you know what, no, that's too expensive, so I didn't buy anything Cogimyun like related. So I was really sad. But now that I'm back here in the States, I'm just obsessed with Cogimyun. So in today's video, yeah, we're gonna be making some Cogimyun macarons or macarons, and I'm so excited. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. First thing we want to do is sift our dry ingredients. We want to sift our almond flour and our powdered sugar. So that's the first thing that I did. After that, I made sure to mix everything really well. Now, sifting really helps make sure that we have no lumps, because when we make our macarons and when they're done baking, we want to make sure that everything was sifted well so that we don't have any like little bumps or anything like little, you know, we want it to be like a nice kind of flat surface. The second thing you want to do is make your meringue. Now, the meringue is really important, really essential when making your macarons. So what you want to do is age your egg whites. Now, I've said this in a previous video. It is important to age your egg whites. I mean, you don't have to, but I really recommend to help achieve that kind of perfect meringue. So what I do is just the day before, basically the night before, I separate my egg whites and egg yolks and just measure out the meringue that I'm gonna need. And then after that, I leave it in, in the fridge with a container, inside a container, and then you're good to go. So anyways, so what I did is I put my egg whites and then my cream of tartar inside the bowl. Again, cream of tartar is a really good, I believe it's an acid that really helps the egg whites to not overbeat. So if they're overbeat, it's not really gonna work. But the cream of tartar makes sure that it's a really nice, perfect kind of meringue. During this stage, you want to make sure that you are beating from low to medium speed. Then after everything is really well incorporated, this is when you want to start adding your sugar. Now, you want to start adding your sugar little by little. I like to use like a small spoon or just a normal spoon, and just adding it little by little. Now at this stage, now you want to start kind of increasing the speed, so you want to go from medium to high speed. Once all the sugar is well incorporated, I believe at this stage the meringue will still not be ready yet. Usually for me it still takes a while. So after all the sugar is incorporated, you are going to wait until you achieve your stiff peaks. So an easy tip to check if your meringue has finally achieved the stiff peaks is, first of all, your batter will look kind of glossy, and then you're going to pick up the whisk, and then you should you pick it up like this, and then you should see if there's like a little hook, and it just kind of stayed pretty firm. Another trick, because you kind of want to be careful with this, but you want to pick up the bowl and just kind of turn it upside down. I like to do it upside down on my head. But that might be sometimes can be a little dangerous, because I did that with my sister. It's not necessarily dangerous, but I did that with my sister, and it actually fell on her head, and I was like, oh my god, I was panicking. But I literally thought it was done. I thought it was completely done. It was already mixed. It looked really fluffy and glossy, but apparently it was not ready. So I was like, oh my god. But I recommend so that doesn't happen. You can like tilt the bowl towards you, and if you see that the meringue on the sides is kind of like coming towards you, it's kind of falling, then you know it's definitely not ready. But when it's done, you do have the little hook. It's nice and firm. It looks nice and glossy, and then when you turn it completely, yeah, it does not fall on you. Now that your meringue is complete, what you want to do is divide your meringue into 5 bowls. And then after that, you want to divide your almond flour and powdered sugar mixture into the bowls as well. Now I say 5 bowls because we're going to be using 5 colors. So one is like the plain white one. That one's not going to use any food coloring. This is for Cogimyun's body. We're going to need some pink for Cogimyun's like little eye mask, I guess, or the little thing for, you know, going to sleep. And then we're going to need some hot pink. We're going to need some yellow, and we're gonna need some black. I did use different size bowls to kind of help me, you know, see, okay, the bigger bowl obviously is gonna be, you know, for more batter, so for Cogimyun's body, but then, you know, for the eyes, it's a smaller bowl because I only need, you know, a small amount for Cogimyun's eyes. This process is called a macaronage, which is basically when you fold everything in together. So what you're gonna want to do is make sure you achieve like the stage where everything, you know, when you pick up the spatula, you see, I believe they call it ribbons of lava. Now you want to put all of your batters into your piping bags. Now I did prepare templates beforehand. I actually hand drew all of the little Cogimyuns, as you can see here, and I also hand drew all of the little like eye mask that Cogimyun has. You don't have to do this. You could just print out like a picture and just kind of use that as a template, but I actually hand drew it, so which I guess is a little harder, but I really want them to look perfect. So now you want to start piping Cogimyun. What I like to do is start off with Cogimyun's body and you know, then do the eyes. The little cheeks. As well as the little, I believe the yellow kind of hearts. I don't think they're hearts, but they're this kind of thing that Cogimyun has like on his, on her ears, which is really, really cute. And then you want to move on to the thing that Cogimyun wears, the little eye mask. I first start doing the little white on it, then the pink, and then the little pink stripes, and then finally the little hearts. had some extra pink batter, so I decided to write Cogimyun in the back of some of the macarons, which I thought would look really cute, but it was a lot harder than I thought writing Cogimyun because it wasn't a lot of space to write it, but I still thought it looked really cute. Now what you want to do is make sure that it is completely dry when you touch it, because that's when you're gonna know that it is done and it's ready for baking. Now it can take up to 30 minutes to an hour, but you just gotta wait. There isn't really specific time. It can depend on like the weather, if it's humid or not, so you just kind of want to touch it. That's like the best option or the best way to check if they're ready. Now when you are first doing Cogimyun's body and then adding the eyes and that kind of stuff, what I recommend is to kind of wait for that part to be set and to be a little to be dry, so you can start adding the other kind of details, because it kind of helps. I feel like it helps to kind of like separate everything, because if you do everything kind of at once, like the eyes are gonna kind of sink in and it's just kind of look kind of flat. But I like doing everything kind of separate. It kind of just helps to achieve a really nice looking macaron. Once you're done piping, you're gonna want to bang the pan on the table to make sure that you kind of release any of the any bubbles. Now I like to do this not really when I have the when I did the little details like the eyes or the little blush on the cheeks. I like to do this when we have the little Cogimyun's body is complete, because that's like the biggest part, and that's the part where I believe is gonna have most of like the air bubbles. You want to bake the macarons in an oven of 300 degrees Fahrenheit for about 13 minutes. Now it could take more time or less time. Mine did take less time, but I thought it was going to be 13 minutes long. So they did a little, they did over bake a little, and they were a little more on the crunchier side than on the chewier side. So I really do recommend to check on your macarons. You really do want to kind of check on your oven and just kind of experiment and see how your oven works. Once your macarons are done baking, you want to kind of let them cool. I do like to remove them from the pan, not immediately, but kind of immediately, kind of soon, so that they stop baking. While you let your macarons cool down, what you're going to want to start doing now is your ganache. Now I wanted my ganache to look pink. I thought it was going to look really, really cute with my really cute Cogimyun macarons. So what I ended up using is white chocolate. So what I did is I got some white chocolate chips. You can use like the big kind of blocks and then cut them up into thin kind of slices, like really, really thinly, so it's easier for it to melt. Or you can use chocolate chips. Chocolate chips, you really don't have to cut them up. You can just leave them as is, the chocolate chips. So what I did is I added the chocolate chips into a bowl. Then I added my my heavy cream. And then I put that in the microwave for 10 seconds. Now it did need 30 seconds in the end, but I did it, in 10-second intervals. I didn't want to burn it, so I did 10 seconds. I mixed a little, 10 seconds again, mixed, and by the second, the second time it was already, it was already kind of melting, but there were still some chunks. So I put it in the microwave for another 10 minutes, 10 seconds, and then I mixed it, and then it was completely done. Now you want to just move the bowl to the side and let it cool down, and once it's completely cooled, then you can start whisking it or mixing it with an electric mixer. Now you can leave that to the side and let it cool. So this was a little faster. I ended up covering it with some plastic wrap and putting it in the refrigerator just for a little bit, maybe like 15 minutes. And then I took it out and I beat it with an electric mixer until it was nice and fluffy. I did add the pink food coloring. I think the pink color makes it extra cute. Now this is, I believe, the funnest part. This is the assembling part. So what you're gonna do is get one of the cookies. Now I do like to separate the cookies, you know, by size, so it looks, you know, the nicest. So you get one of the cookies, the top part, and then you add, you get a little bit of the ganache. I like to use a butter knife, and then, you know, you pick up some of the ganache and you kind of spread it on the cookie, and then you sandwich them together, and then you have a super cute Cogimyun. Of course, I love to give them to my friends. I just love to see their smiling faces and, you know, seeing them enjoy the deliciousness that are the macarons. So I put them in these really cute kind of rainbow, kind of star type little baggies that I got from Daiso. And then I put them in there and I give them to my friends. They really enjoyed them, so I'm really happy. Even though they did kind of, you know, they overbaked, so they were more crunchy than chewy, but I was really happy that they enjoyed them. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making it, especially because Cogimyun is one of my favorite characters. Please let me know if you have any kind of character that you'd like me to make into macarons or into any other type of dessert. Don't forget to check out my social media accounts, which I will leave there for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy baking! Bye guys!